Hey folks, welcome back to DRM News, your go-to spot for straight talk on the big stories shaking the world. Today, we're diving into a headline that's got everyone buzzing. The upcoming summit between US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Set for next Friday, August 15th, right here on American soil in Alaska. That's the state we bought from Russia back in 1867 for just $7.2 million. Talk about a bargain that still stings for Moscow. Now, if you're like me, you might be wondering, why now? And what exactly does Putin hope to get out of shaking hands with Trump? Let's break this down nice and easy, like we're chatting over coffee. No fancy jargon, just the facts, fresh from the front lines. First off, the backstory. For months, Washington and Moscow have been circling each other like boxers in a ring, hinting at talks to end the brutal war in Ukraine that's dragged on since 2022. Hundreds of thousands dead, cities in ruins. It's a mess that's hit both sides hard. Then bam! Trump drops the news on social media. He's meeting Putin in Alaska to hash out peace. No Ukraine at the table, which slims the odds of a quick win, but hey, this is a total flip from how the West has iced out Putin as a global outcast. Why the sudden thaw? Trump's been in office since January, and both sides have teased a summit. Putin was game, but he dug in his heels while Russian forces pushed ahead in Ukraine. Trump, who started off cozy with Russia and skeptical of US aid to Kyiv, got fed up. He set a deadline: end the fighting by last Friday or face killer sanctions. Instead of slapping them on Russia directly, he hiked tariffs on Indian imports to 50% for buying Russian oil, sending a message to Moscow's buddies. Right after Trump's envoy met Putin in the Kremlin, the summit news broke. Timing? Perfect storm as those sanctions loomed. So what's Putin after? Simple. A win for Russia without firing another shot. This guy sees the world like a chessboard where big powers divvy up turf. Think back to 1945 when leaders carved up Europe at Yalta. Putin's got nukes and oil, but Russia's economy ain't what it used to be since the Soviet Union crumbled in '91. He called that the biggest disaster ever. He wants Ukraine back in Moscow's orbit, claim eastern chunks as Russian, keep NATO out, cap Ukraine's army, and install a friendly government in Kyiv. Talks in Istanbul fizzled because Russia couldn't grab it on the battlefield. So now Putin's betting on Trump to cut a deal. Bonus? Mending ties with the US could ease sanctions and open doors for energy deals or even Arctic projects. Alaska's no coincidence, folks. It's where US and Russian interests bump elbows in the frozen north. And get this, Putin's already invited Trump to Moscow next, calling Alaska logical for neighbours. For Trump? This is his shot at glory. He promised to wrap the war in 24 hours. Yeah, that didn't happen. But he's the ultimate deal-maker, eyeing a Nobel Peace Prize. His Ukraine stance? Flip-floppy at first, slashing aid, chewing out Zelensky. But lately, he's armed Ukraine more, blasted Russian bombings as disgusting, and called Putin's sweet talk bullshit. Now, he's all about peace. This war must end, he posted. Hosting in Alaska? Power move. Rubbing in that old land sale while showing strength on home turf. Trump hints at territory swaps to stop the killing. But Zelensky's not budging on land. What's America's leverage? Trump's threatened mega sanctions. But Russia's skating by on oil sales to China and India. Trump hasn't hit them yet. He told CNBC, drop oil prices $10 a barrel and Putin stops the killing. But with little direct trade, sanctions might fizzle. Past presidents use summits as rewards for concessions. Trump's flipping the script. Can this actually work? Ukraine's out, Europe's sidelined, and polls show most Ukrainians won't cough up land. Trump plans to chat with Zelensky after, but no concessions from either side means slim odds. Russian media is skeptical. Real shift or hype? Ukrainian troops echo that doubt. Some see it as a slow loss for Ukraine. Others, a peace breakthrough. Putin might stall for battlefield gains, but Trump's pushing for long-term agreements on everything from energy to intel swaps. Bottom line, friends, this summit's a diplomatic earthquake. Putin's eyeing a slice of the old empire, Trump's chasing legacy. Will it end the nightmare in Ukraine? We'll be watching every move. What do you think? Peace deal or pipe dream? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned to DRM News for updates. Until next time, keep questioning, keep informed.